Hey guys, Professor Fat Shady from the University of Trials, and today I'm going to teach you how to unlock what's hidden under Slater's bed. Before I get into this video, I'm just going to stop here and say I really would recommend that you try and figure this out for yourself. It's not impossible, but it was hard, and I found it so much more rewarding. For those who have stuck around, here's how to find all 5 keys. The first track is Enter Miami. With this one, you need to go about a third of the way through the track. It's not a huge distance, only a couple of checkpoints. As you start getting towards the club with the tiger logo, slow down and you'll find this portal. In here, you see the word cocktails with a turbo flip, and you've got to get from one side to the other. This isn't particularly difficult if you follow the path that I'm taking you on, but just remember that the right trigger makes you go right, the left trigger makes you go left. You will get stuck between the A, I, and the L. Just flip up and down a couple of times, and with a bit of patience, you'll get your way through. Remember too, the left analog stick does control the rotation of the vehicle, and it does make it a little easier. Next, let's go to Limbo. This is a minecart track, and from the absolute start, just hold the brake, left trigger. You'll come to a stop here, and then what you want to do is a front flip, or a back, doesn't really matter, land on the track below, and hit the portal behind you. Now, I get to one of the trickier challenges. The reason why this is difficult is because you need to remember in which order you need to press the buttons. It's just not intuitive because of how many times you flip upside down. I found it was easiest to just remember the button presses and hit them in order. Next, let's go to Insect Invasion. On this track, you've got to progress a fair way through, so I'm just going to speed up time here and let you have a bit of a look. Once you've killed all the bad guys, you'll get to this section with a couple of objects you need to shoot. One to the top left, and one to the top right. It is important, as you see here, to hit both of them so you can get up to the portal ahead of you. What you'll look for is this one on the left hand side, and this, after you press RB, will unlock a turbo flip. The key with this challenge is finesse. By taking it slow, you'll ensure you don't overshoot any of the obstacles, and that's one of the reasons why this was one of the hardest ones for me to do. Take your time, be patient, and you'll get through it with no issues. The next track is Ancient Riddles. That already sounded to me like it was going to have something. This portal is quite a way through the track again, so I'm going to speed up time so you won't have to sit and watch this whole thing. But as you see, when we get towards the sort of mid to second, maybe last third of the track, you'll get to a point where you can see this portal. The clue suggests you swing backwards, but I find it easier to just brake at the top of this ramp and fall down. This is another turbo flip challenge where you need to remember the track, but this one is far more intuitive than the others. It's a matter of just getting the timing right and knowing that the turbo flip somehow grips the walls where the laws of gravity just don't seem to apply. Take your time, remember the track, and the only real trick is when you get to the last obstacle, you kind of need to ease off to about 60 or 70% so you don't overshoot and miss the key. Finally, Club to Death. Now this track is a long one. It is crazy. There's so many things going on. You need to get yourself quite a way through. You need to finish a couple of the singes and then get to this section with these metal grates. Here, drop down until you get to the bottom and you're almost in the right spot to find the key. Be careful of the blades. Hold on to the midpoint here, and when you get to the top you can already see a green portal to your left hand side. The trick I found is that you just kind of patiently creep yourself across, rock with the left analog stick back and forth until you can get the momentum to hit the portal. Inside, we have a fully functioning turbo flip pinball game. This is incredible. I was blown away with the first time I saw this. What you need to do is find the 3 letters of the word sin. N, as you can see at the start, was in the, let's say, lower skirt region, and the I and the S are around mid-chest region of the young woman standing behind you. Once you get all 3 letters, the key is yours, all 5 have been found, and now you'll get to what I would argue is the most fun part of this entire game. This epilogue is insane, and I loved every bit of it, and honestly, it was worth the price of admission.
Hey, that's my secret stash. Well, one of them.
These last 6 tracks were incredible, crazily difficult, and a huge amount of fun. Probably the most fun I had in the entire game. Stick around and make sure you subscribe and follow the University of Trials because I will be releasing detailed tutorials of each one of these tracks when I get a bit more time. But for now, I just wanted to give you a little clip and a little taste for what you'll find when you get in there.